Migration. So before you guys say anything about this, how did I watch this movie so early when it's supposed to be coming out of the USA tomorrow? Like I'm from the USA. But speaking of which, even though I'm from the USA, how did I watch this movie? How did I watch this movie so early before it comes out in theaters tomorrow? Well, here's what happened. So I have been watching this at home for free. I actually have watched the movie. I was watching it I have watched this movie on a different app on Chrome, and I watch it for free, like other free movies, like I did with the Fans and Furious movie. And speaking of how that was, I was doing whatever I feel like it to. So, and sometimes yes, I am still gonna be seeing some more movies in the big screen next year, hopefully. But for judging to see how I'm gonna do this and everything, this would be a challenge. Now I know this is gonna be coming at the the USA tomorrow, where I'm at. But for I have been watching this on a different app, so that's how I watch it a little bit earlier before it comes out the USA tomorrow, where I'm at. But anyways, let's talk about migration. So after the big success from the Mario movie that I really love so much I watched this year, Illumination has made another new movie coming out this year as well on Christmas, and that is Migration. And I would tell you, this movie was, let me tell you, the story. So, it starts off with these ducks, the family ducks going on a vacation, and speaking of how it goes, they have to travel to the world and see some new characters that we'll get to later. And when it comes to that, it's some of the characters how especially surprised of, especially for some of the characters that been helping the family where they need to go. You know where the place is, Now, I'm not going to spoil anything about this movie because I know this movie is supposed to be coming out at the theaters tomorrow. So I'm going to keep my low expectations low. So hopefully you guys won't get spoiled. So yeah. But anyway, so if you guys want to watch the full story for yourself, make sure you guys watch it in theaters or watch it at home on a different app for free movies. That's how I watched this movie earlier, so that's why. So just keep that in mind, so you're a point of it. And by the way, guys, I'm pretty much sure it's a really great story, by the way, about the ducks want to get to the vacation where they need to go. But they have to meet some other new characters, so keep that point of it. But remember, I'm not going to spoil much, but if you want to see the story, make sure you check out the full movie. But in my personal opinion about the story, it's really great. I mean, I really probably enjoyed the story a little bit since they've been trying to help where they need to go and everything. So, yeah. But hey, it's still a great story. Now let's talk about the animation. Woo, boy, the animation. So, I will say this. I absolutely love the animation in this movie. Just like I said for the Mario movie for the same animation, well, you get the point of how it goes. The animation was really great and good at the same time, and especially how the animation was really spectacular, how the emotions, the characters, and especially it had some little funny moments. But overall, it's kind of fun to see how this movie was pretty surprising as it goes, but how the movie was going to be one of the biggest surprising of all time. But I would say, it's a really great movie. I recommend you guys. The animation is really great and pretty awesome at the same time. So yeah, if you guys want to get to the animation and see the whole story, like I said before, watch the movie tomorrow or watch it when it comes. But overall, it's still, if you want to watch this movie for free, go on the app called iMovies or something. It has free movies and some TV shows in there, so just keep that in mind. Also, there's Kim Cartoons. Yeah, I know Kim Cartoons not even on the platform yet of this movie, but you get the point. But overall, this was a really great movie. So, how come that goes for the story animation? Let's talk about the characters. Now, the characters are really great, especially some of the characters in that, so let me explain for some of the characters. Wait, hold on. And before you guys say anything, yes, I have to look up the name and the actors, because behind the voice actors. It's because it's going to be a little hard time to think what the characters are in that, so even if I have already saw this movie. So start with Mac, the father of the Duck family. He's a really great character. He's kind of a little bit funny sometimes. Sure, he got a little bit of character development about his family. Sure, he gets a little bit goofy sometimes, but he was also forced by this guy right here, I forgot his name. But overall, he's really nice. I would recommend how the thing... God dang it. Sorry about that, guys. I just... Stupid stopped me for no reason. I was trying to press something off on the button, but you get the point. Stupid. And we have another character called Pam, who forged by Elizabeth Banks. You know, the same girl who forged Wildstar from the Lego movie. Also, okay, so anyways, she's also the mother of the Duck family too, and she has a little bit greater character development as well. Sure, she gets a little bit hard time with the family, and sometimes she gets a little bit like this and that. But overall, she's a really great character that you all should deal with. Next up on the family, we have Uncle Dan. And guess who was forced with? Danny DeVito. Great to see him again, man. Great to see you, Danny. Anyways, he was forced by Uncle Dan. And what I can say about Uncle Dan, he's a little bit cuckoo in the head. Sure, he's the grandpa in the family, but he was a really great character in this movie anyway, even though he could be a little bit this and that, so that's why. But he's still a great character. And we have the kids, and we have Dex. So he's the kid in the family, and I'm not going to spoil much about him in this movie, so if you want to see it for yourself, make sure to check out the movie. And speaking for the, where is it? Oh, sorry y'all. And we also have Gwen. She's also the sister of the family as well. She's also a kid as well. And, the same thing goes to sports as well, so I'm going to keep this in mind. If you want to see the full movie, you know what I remember I said, but still. But overall, she's a really great funny character. Sure, her voice is a little bit high, low sometimes. Even if I don't blame the actor that you are seeing right here, even though you don't see the face. But overall, she's did a really great job of it, and I would recommend that. The next up we have, who played by Keegan-Michael Key, we have The Roar. And he's actually a para dude who has a hard time for the middle of the movie. But like, about what he's been going through a little bit, he's a little bit cuckoo in the head too. Sure, he's a little bit crazy, like besides Uncle Dan, but he's a really great character as well. Sure, he gets a little bit funny thanks to Keegan-Michael Key, but overall, he's still a really great character that you would recommend of. That's all you can say for it. And the next up we have, and oh yeah, it's this character who played by Awkwafina. She's also going to be the same actor from the freaking If and Kung Fu Panda 4. Bro, how many times are you going to keep adding her people? The people in Hollywood? Why do we need her for almost every single movie? You're doing the same thing as Chris Pratt. Whatever. But back to the characters. She's also played by Gwen as well. And she's like the leader of the pigeons. I guess that's what it is. And she has a little bit of helping the ducks. A little bit of character development. But overall, she's fine. I mean, sure, she's not the best character I know. But overall, she's kind of a little bit funny sometimes. So I can keep that in mind. Next up we have here is Goku. Well, Gugu, we'll call it Gugu. Who played by David Mitchell. And he's like the leader of the other White Ducks with the whole crew. And he can be a little bit crazy sometimes, but he could be a little bit great to lead, and also he looks like a British character. Well, not really, but he's kind of a little bit funny sometimes, so I don't blame him. And last but not least, we have the same girl who played it's Ian, and she's a little bit creepy. I don't blame Kyle King who forced her, but for like she's a little bit scary and cuckoo. So I'm going to recommend, if you really want to get that in mind, just keep in mind that it's a little bit down on the weather. So she's a little bit psycho, not really psycho. She's also nice as well. So just keep in mind when you see this movie. Also, she's really nice. So for some of the characters, they're really good and they're really nice to see. Anyways, what's my ranking? So, Migration was a really great, awesome movie. I mean, it helps the characters to find where they need to go. Sure, the story was good, the animation's awesome, some of the characters were really great, and also, I really enjoyed the ending of the movie, by the way. Just keep that in mind. And, it's a little bit, there's also a post-credit scene before the credits, I guess, so I won't spoil you all for that. But overall, this is a really great movie. I recommend you guys to watch this movie. If you guys love the Mario movie from this year and you love the Minions and everything, I recommend you guys to watch this movie as well. Sure, it's still, I mean, let me tell you, the Mario movie is still much better in my opinion, but for Migration, however, it's still really awesome to see how they have been doing great in this movie. And also there were some really great voice actors that come into this as well. Overall, if you guys like to see this Migration movie, make sure you guys check it out. It's really good. And if you're not a big fan of this movie, I mean, I was a little bit curious when I first saw this announcements of it. I recommend you all just not really watch this, but you get the point. So as for my rating, even though it's not the really best simulation movie out there, I mean, the Mario movie is still better, but overall, I still really enjoy this movie, and I really enjoy it really much, really great. So for my rating, I am going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. Sure, it's still a really awesome movie, and also I recommend you guys to watch it much as well. So anyway guys, have a good rest of your day, y'all. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my channel down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. As always, y'all, have a good rest of your day. And tomorrow, yes, I have to deal with a new SML video. Not only by that, it's Final Fantasy 4. And I'm going to react to it tomorrow. So look forward for that. But anyway guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. As always, y'all. Deuces.